Wow, the academy. But
Traveler, Paimon.
Cyno! It's been so long since we last saw you!
Welcome back to Sumeru City. I'm delighted to meet you again. So, what brings you back here?
Oh, nothing in particular.
Funnily enough, we were...
Really?
Indeed. You really want me to...
Oh, darn, he said it.
You like that one, huh?
Alright. Here's your 500 Mora.
You're exaggerating.
Hey, 500 Moras!
Anyway,
A case?
nothing major.
Need any help?
Such obvious enough. All right, follow me. Do you see him? The old man flailing?
Oh, is he the one you wanted to talk to about?
Correct. His name is Cyrus, a former spy.
Huh? Cyno's teacher.
It's ridiculous. I'm just an old man who enjoys a spot of gardening shop.
Professor, I've brought some friends.
Ah, Cyno. Now who do we have here? Hold on, let me think. A flying fairy? My goodness.
Wow!
I've told him about you before. That's right. A couple of...
A threat?
Exactly.
This is the letter in question.
Cyrus. Secondly, don't come. Wow, they sure didn't mince their words.
Clearly,
10 mil. I'm just a single retiree with nothing.
there were no witnesses. So currently the letter is all we've got. So travel...
Paimon's ready.
All right, take a...
Another thing.
Possibly.
Most of the paper around.
It's certainly...
Wait, check this out. Looks like this part got wet at some point.
Agreed. The staining suggests it was a colored liquid, not plain water. It also looks like it was wiped off with a damp cloth.
A colored liquid. So, tea? Wine?
Looks like we're thinking along similar lines. Let's go talk to Arof. There are some things I'll need him to take care of.
Is it possible to install a vision on a mechanical frame? Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do? Is it possible to install a vision on a mechanical frame?
Arof.
Mahamatra Cyno. Sir Cyrus. Ah, and the Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while.
As such, I'm inclined to believe that the culprit in this case is a student at the academia. Somebody young. Oh, one last.
Oh, of course! You think the culprit spilled their coffee on the ladder, huh?
They do look like coffee stains to me. Also, if I'm not mistaken, the letter is written on a type of scented paper that has aromatics added during the manufacturing process. The kind often provided as writing material for customers in cafes and taverns.
Ah, of course. Yes, like they sell in the gift shops. I remember now. Zaha Hadid bought some a while back. She said she was going to use it as wrapping paper for a vase.
Understood. I'll assemble a team to investigate the points of interest immediately.
You have my gratitude.
One last thing. Send some Matra to guard the entrances and exits of Sumeru City. And change into plain clothes. Don't let them see you coming.
Will do.
Great thinking, Cyno. So, where do we... Yeah. Really? Which part?
The culprit's approach. Whatever happens, they need this Mora. But just because they warned Professor Cyrus not to go to the Matra, doesn't mean they know what he'll do next. So, like you said, they need to wait and see. And crucially, the culprit said they'd be watching the Professor's every move.
Huh? Wait, are you saying...
Found you!
What are you doing?
You wrote the threat letter!
I don't know what you're talking about. What threat letter?
I sensed someone was watching us from the shadows the moment we entered the House of Dana. You managed to stay relatively well hidden for someone reckless enough to threaten Professor Cyrus. There are a lot of people here, but we were looking specifically for Arav. Whoever followed us the whole way was likely to be the culprit.
I was just listening in, that's all. You know something big's going down when Mahamatra Cyno shows up, right? So I got a little curious. What's the big deal?
You smiled when Arav left. I saw it as clear as day.
Is smiling a crime now?
There are coffee stains on the letter. You mixed some coffee with water, gently smeared it onto the paper, then wiped it off with a wet cloth, all to create the impression that the letter was written at a cafe. Closing off the exits to the city doesn't affect you, because you already live here. And as long as the Matra were focused on the cafes, you would be free from scrutiny. The cafe...
You can't pin this on...
Really? The innocent have... Your heart's racing, and your eyelids are
I would never...
Don't try anything or you'll pay the price. Now come with me.
Well, that was over quickly. Cyno already caught the guy.
You're telling me. One minute I go out for a quick smoke, the next minute I see Arav already on his way back to meet up with Cyno. Looked like a young guy, too. Couldn't have been much more than 30.
Everyone, it's all over.
Gosh, that was so fast.
The culprit's name...
Huh?
16? Cyrus thought he looked...
We checked his record.
But he looks so...
Yeah, seriously.
foolish.
We questioned
Oh, just
very well. Down on his luck, he went...
some old woman.
Is this...
Oh, right.
Maybe it's more...
Araka mentioned... Araka believes this...
Oh,
People make up...
Arav.
I completely...
Oh, come on.
Okay. Where does this go from...
The academia will determine the appropriate...
Who said I'm obsessed with some old wo... You seem confused. Uraka is just all it costs.
Please rest assured...
Yes, I have no doubt about that. But as a former...
We looked into the family.
Oh, what a mess. You don't have to seal the evidence. We have to show them.
The relevant authorities have already
Oh, so you'll be able to...
Give or take.
Very good. Well, thank you for all your help.
My apologies, Sir Cyrus.
I see. And isn't Tighnari in town at the moment? Bring him along, too.
Wait, you mean Tighnari's in the city?
He is. Tighnari's master, Sir Nephis, called him and Kale to the academia to help out on a project. They should be at Nephis's office at this hour. Though I must say, I'm surprised you're extending an invitation to Tighnari. Did you do something to offend Sir Nephis?
Don't be outrageous. Nephis offends me all the time. It's never the other way around. Anyway, hurry up and fetch Tighnari. I'll head over to the tavern with the Traveler and Paimon. See you there. Go on now. Don't keep us waiting.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much? Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Not to brag, but it was students.
I was out in the forest. Most of what I know,
Professors become a lot.
Wow. It's hard enough to stay true to your principles as a normal person. I can't imagine.
It's a pity, Kale.
And then we'd.
Really?
Oh, believe.
Whoa, more food? Are you sure about this? We don't want to take advantage.
I thought I...
Oh, Kave, it's been a while.
I've been all right, thank you.
Have you eaten yet? Care to join us?
That's awfully kind of you. I just came to Lamba. So what's the occasion?
sounds like things have really...
I can't believe how...
Young people, but still.
Wow, yeah.
I will always...
If this were my...
Luckily.
Kave!
Coming. I'll have to get...
Okay, bye-bye!
Here I am. The coffee beans are in...
Yep, it's all there. I'll stop babbling.
Oh, chew taste.
Oh, mine too. I'll have to...
Thanks for dinner, Sir Cyrus.
Well, I look forward to that. In fact,
No problem at all. I'll pack some up and bring it over.
I'll see you all later.
Good night, Professor.
Hey, anyway, I'll be leaving now. Don't stay up too late now, children.
Take care. Have a safe trip home.
All right.
What do you mean?
Well,
Camping? Oh, that sounds fun! Paimon's in!
Right?
Everyone, let's meet tomorrow afternoon at the riverbank to the southeast of No need to bring any.
You got it!
Great.
Time to set off! Let's... Wow, you guys are ahead of the game. You set up...
I'd say we're right about.
Traveler, Paimon, let's go fishing together. You got it. Dinner's on us tonight. I hope I can contribute too. The other forest watchers gave me some fishing tips a little while.
I saw some very appetizing mushrooms in the area, so I gathered a.
Wow, camping with a forest watcher is the way to go. They think of everything.
This is true. I don't think I've ever had a single rough day in this forest.
So, how has everything been going for you?
Well, there's been...
I see. Oh, in that case, you should try a valberry. I bought.
A valuable suggestion. Just don't bury your feelings using food.
All I wanted was to recommend something bittersweet.
Oh, I have a sudden craving for fruit tea. I'm gonna go fetch some stuff. Bye!
She sure made a run for it.
Unbelievable. She made a...
So Kale chose the path of... My dear friend, you know what I am about. Excellent.
We got a bite!
I'll reel it in.
Firewood. There are 3 tents. Which one do you two want to take?
How about the one on the left? Well, Paimon...
Anyone would think.
Excellent.
I'm back! How's your appetites? Ready for the barbecue? Always! Oh, it's...
Someone.
Wait, hey! If it works for...
Medium well.
Okay, these are about ready now then. It'll be a few more minutes.
Oh, that was... I ate a lot too.
If you're tired, then go rest.
You must be getting sleepy too, Paimon.
Tonight
Good night. Paimon's struggling to keep her eyes open.
Oh, don't forget this. The staff of the Scarlet Sands.
Wait, you were actually being...
It's a very...
Paimon can't...
Fair enough.
Yeah, Paimon, sure. We'll be fine. And you...
But right now... I think they should all...
Traveler?
Look at this.
What the... What's this sword doing here?
Evidently.
Huh? Who is it? Oh, what time do you... Paimon's gonna take out the sword. Yeah! Oh, hey them, Kaveh! What are you doing here? It's the middle of the night!
Sorry to wake you up at this hour of the night.
Let's get dressed and talk about it outside.
Something has come up. And since it pertains to...
Whoa, back up. Let's... Ah, there they are.
I'll have a cup too.
Can you see if the cookie...
They are. And so...
Oh, this is so bland. I should have gotten a few
Do tell.
Oh, right, I forgot to mention. So, I ran into Cyrus yesterday. Anyway, they got a bottle of Lombard's new vintage for the table. You know what it's about.
I heard some people...
I wonder what Sir... Oh, Cyrus, give me a sec. I'll sketch it out for you. Okay, done. Take a look. You see what I mean? I don't think... What?
Take this, for instance. Look, it bears a stripe.
Whose emblem?
It's the emblem.
After discussing this was a long way to come from the city, I'll Hatham then, just as...
Hold on, so...
Is everything okay? Give me a...
So you've never heard of the... These days, you... At least, historically speak, by contrast, none of the academia...
So the temple...
It's possible.
So, how do you know of...
Did you forget?
Oh, yeah! Paimon did...
If you're asking...
So much about this doesn't make sense. Why did the emblem... Students only 16?
You said you ran into Cyno.
Yep.
Given that Still...
If the Academia's Temple of Silence really does exist just a couple... We should pay a...
Yes.
If this situation is...
Kale, could I... Traveler.
Sounds like a
Cyrus has been living in the city lately. He rented a place near the field so he can keep... Here we are.
We might be too late. Looks like nobody's... Oh, Cyno moves fast. If he was...
I know that voice. Is that Tainari I hear?
Ah! Professor Zaha Hadid?
Wow, so it really is you. My goodness, whatever.
We're looking for Cyno.
Yes, not long ago, in fact. I told him the old... It must have alarmed.
Well, if Cyber...
Professor, did you...
Why, yes. When I left the house that day, I noticed he was watering his flowers in the field in complete silence. He had a piece of... I could tell something was troubling him. After seeing the letter, Cyno told him to contact the Corps of 30. But Cyrus was very reluctant.
Huh?
As a former...
So Cyrus...
Oh, dear. Oh,
Thank you.
What does it say?
Yep, that sounds like Cyno. Thank you, Traveler, Paimon.
You're here? I thought you were going after... Ah,
We went to Cyrus.
he didn't say where...
No.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Typical Cyno. Anyway, some updates on progress.
I checked some ancient texts for a...
Yeah, and we're...
Meanwhile, Arav, the one who told him about Cyrus's embezzled...
Apparently, Uraraka's in...
I see.
So, how do...
He doesn't know.
Nephis and also, the the Temple of Silence felt that they could no longer trust the Academe ever since it's at its roots.
The Academy.
I don't need...
So how did Cyrus...
I'll bet that...
Whoever is behind...
He must have wrecked...
Since the desert...
I have to go after.
Really?
I should be fine.
Everyone, I have news from the core of 30.
Master.
Oh, so that's Nafis.
It's a pleasure to meet several I was going to say the Academia. I won't attempt.
I understand.
Good point. If Cyrus isn't...
Need our help?
Really? Wonderful. Arav and I will continue to... Tainari, you are planning to go...
I am. Kaveh, I'll be okay.
Well, if you're sure...
Thank you all. Arav, let's go.
You'd better get moving. Don't forget to ask for help when you...
Will do. Let's go, Tainari. Hopefully we can...
Knowing him, he's...
Okay, we made it to Caravan Ribat. Where should we... Maybe we should ask...
Hold on.
Is that Dia?
You sure you want to brave the desert alone? I mean, it's your choice at the end of the day, but still.
It's not my first...
Cyno.
If you're really going to go through with this, then at least...
Makes sense.
Thought we might find you here. You're trying to retrace Cyrus's steps, aren't you?
Nothing personal.
But why so coy today, huh? You only gave us his age. Oh, also, hey guys, it's been a while.
Dia and Candace! So nice to see you.
You're looking well. Glad to see you. Candace and I came to care of... Some people say they saw him. Guess he stood out as an older guy heading in... That's gotta be one...
Cyno. It's okay. We're here to help.
No.
We spoke with Zaha.
Sounds like...
Still. Come... All right.
Yes.
All right.
And don't think...
Don't worry.
Hold on. There's a few things I'd like to clear up. So, do you have any...
Due to my... But it's a good thing that I did not
Yeah, you're right.
I suspect...
Well, speaking...
Or rather...
That's right. Fact is, we're
Fair enough.
Works for me. All right, off we go. Let's start by seeing what the guard...
Hello. I'm looking for... Where was he?
Let me think. Do you have a...
I have one.
Great. There you go. Thank you so much. You were...
You've got a real...
Best of luck.
What a wild and desolate sight. Allow me to grant you the blessing of water. This...
Hold on.
Do you think it's safe to...
Should be. I'll go...
No. I'll do it.
Huh? Why can't Cyno...
Ah, hello there.
Oh, a missing person, huh? Sure. What do you want to know?
I'm just wondering if you've seen him. Let me give you the details.
So, a silver-haired guy in a long robe, culture type with thoughtful eyes.
He'd stand out like a sword.
Yeah, sounds like the kind of guy we'd remember if we saw him.
He's looking behind me.
Uh-oh.
Your friend over there. Hey, aren't you Cyno, the General Mahamatra?
Yes, that's...
You don't seem surprised that I recognize...
It wouldn't be the first...
Oh, you're the one...
I have a bad feeling.
No need to hide it.
I thought you were a group of...
Hey!
Suits me.
Just... Alright, come with me. All of you. Don't you want to find a silver-haired, long...
So you know where...
Just follow me. And...
What? Where are you looking?
Please, step back.
Ooh, something's coming out of the ground!
What is this enormous building doing here?
And how was it...
Wait, so...
Is this...
All?
This is not what Paimon was expecting to find in the desert, especially not hidden right next to it. Ooh, Paimon's scared. They must have kidnapped Cyrus. Do you think this is the guy who...
What's wrong? Thinking about your professor?
I just hope...
Me too.
Perhaps we could take a walk by a...
You can wait. I'll inform our leader that you've arrived at the Temple of Silence.
So he's just gonna leave us here?
They can't have been at.
So this is the Temple of Silence. After leaving...
Hey, look! That guy's coming back.
Don't worry. Someone will come and...
What's your name?
Sorry, my name is Sethos. I'll be here if you need me, but I'm not planning on answering all...
So...
Yeah. Cyrus... Sure. Although, I'm assuming by not often. The Temple of Silence is a place of quiet and solitude. We don't get... What kind of question is that?
Right, but...
I've lived in the...
Ugh.
Come on. We've only just met. If I give you all the answers up front... Mm-hmm.
I never imagined...
That's King Jet.
We should beware.
Here he is. Grandfather, the person you wish to see is here.
Well done, Sethos. Greetings, one and all. I am Ba Moon, the current leader of the Temple of Silence. I know why you are here, and I thank you for your patience. Bring him out.
Professor!
Cyrus, are you okay?
Ah!
Watch what you're doing!
Oh, my apologies. Cyrus...
Just leave.
So that...
Something.
Cyno didn't...
My secret.
You're afraid. You recognize... You knew as soon as you saw the letter that we, not Uraka, were the ones speaking to you. It threatened you only because you know what you did. For you. But then, we both know what I said to you that day. That as the leader, I grant you permission to leave. But that one day, the sands of time will catch up with you. And when that day comes, you must pay the price you owe.
Does he mean...
The moon is right. He rescued me from the brink of death once. Many years ago in the desert. The moon one of the...
For many, the test subject, the original as the second, but as I was deliberating, both Ba are two to preserve our...
Ultimately...
In recognition, I have always...
I see.
Look, in essence I borrowed what you can...
I'm sure you don't... You and he... As a follower of Hermanubis, I have allowed this power to remain in the rainforest for far too long. Now...
That power is not yours.
You are wrong. Cyno.
So those are your...
Despise me all you want.
So what you're saying...
Divine power...
He is no longer a small child.
Both my heart... I know.
Sorry to interrupt. Say that Cyno refuses to return. You're trying to gauge where we stand while
Wait. Everything we have longed for, Hermanubis will provide. Perhaps this very day we'll...
Why is he coughing so much?
Moon, you...
Take our leader back to his room.
Sethos.
Grandfather. I don't like to drag... Had Cyrus still. I'm not... But I see things a little different. So I'm not going...
I just... Things...
If you hadn't betrayed my
All you am ultimately.
I'm glad to see you're giving it some...
I won't force...
That works. Oh, my...
Are you sure about...
All right. Well,
I've taken some time. He's a stubborn...
I agree.
You've heard all my own I do remember I was still young then. And all I could understand was that there was a strong will inside my mind. The power that came to inhabit my spirit was probably one of the cornerstones of their whole faith.
you're not gonna give in to their demands, are you?
No. So I will challenge...
Kaveh has made similar observations about the desert tribes from his work trips there. He said, I think we could turn that to our advantage.
Wow, and
Looks like we have the same... Turn it back on them now while we...
Great.
Sethos.
Have you made up your mind?
We'll get to that.
I have no Follow me. Keep your voices down.
Let's talk. Bamoon has fallen into a deep coma, and his he appears to have regretfully...
Yeah.
You're his heir, aren't you? You clearly have a... So tell me...
yeah, there's no...
You know?
Right. And you didn't...
You're right. I accept. Legend has it. That group...
Sounds very...
As a fellow...
3 against...
However, letting Cyrus lead...
None needed. If I win. The Temple of Silence... If you win.
It's a deal.
Well, after...
There never was.
You have to win.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. When you...
Exactly.
The Traveler and I...
And neither The desert was home to an ancient and great civilization that for a variety... But there must be personal factors at work here too. I can't shake the feeling that Bamoon cares for many more things than he lets on.
We gather on this is our representing the
Grandfather, you're here.
A rite of duels after all these years.
I know what I'm doing.
representing the academia, the challengers.
Ready.
Warriors, we come not to debate what brings our challengers.
Huh? Are you sure?
I agree. He's very strong.
Okay.
Sure.
We have decided.
So have we.
Duelists of the first bout, please step forward.
Don't forget, safety first! Hey, you there! You better play nice with them or Paimon will make you regret it!
Little bit too much chatter from the audience over there.
Hey!
A swift end to the first bout. When you're both...
Let's begin.
Watch out!
He drank plenty of water before the bout, so he should be fine.
Keep up. Can't see? I'll uproot you!
Thus ends the second.
I'm ready.
So am I.
This is the final. When you're...
I am... For many years, we have kept our covenant with Lord Hermanubis. We earn it now. I will fight to become the rightful wielder of that power!
I am Cyno, General and you. I think you left some things unsaid. This is a sacred duel.
Everyone. But our faith times have changed. Then I thought of each boss I once
I am more than just...
Exactly.
The name Hermanubis has left its mark. So show me your answer, Cyno. Show me I can be more than my... Bring it on!
That's all you've got? What happened to searching for your answer?
Fight's over. Do you yield?
You won.
Well then, looks like you found your answer.
I give his glory to you.
I've seen that light. That is the light of our Lord, the great Hermanubis, priest over all other priests. His spirit dwells within that lightning, and his will lives on. Once a warrior of Tynar, he emerged from the barren desert sands to serve the god king Al-Ahmar. After the death of the god king, Hermanubis gathered his followers and the Tynarian priests and led them to the city of Tule-Tula. There, they founded the Temple of Silence, and from that day forth, we became stewards of all knowledge that survived from King Deshret's civilization. Barely a century passed before war ravaged the desert. One by one, Eremite leaders took up arms against each other in battles that would devour what little remained of their civilization. Only the wise city of Tule-Tula was spared under the guiding hand of the Tynarians. But peace did not last. Coveting the knowledge of King Deshret, the beasts set their eyes on Tule-Tula. The king of Gurabad laid siege to the city and ordered the sages to surrender to him the Temple of Silence as proof of his victory. The ruling elite colluded with their oppressors, betraying the temple so as to hold on to their rule over the city. They declared that the knowledge guarded by the temple was the true cause of corruption. These were dark days, and we faced enemies on all sides. Our Lord had long since exhausted his strength, keeping the forbidden knowledge introduced by King Deshret at bay. To ensure the temple's continued survival, he broke his being into many pieces and began the ceremony of Hermanubis' legacy, bestowing his power upon his mortal followers. With this power, the temple was able to defeat the tyrant's army. Yet, we were not hailed as heroes. Strange and unfamiliar as this power was, it struck fear into the people's hearts and drove them to reject us. In the end, the people of the temple and the Tule-Tula Tynarians left the city for good and made their way to the rainforest. What followed next was inevitable. The elite of Tule-Tula fell and were decimated. War engulfed the desert. And we wandered from place to place, always in hiding, all the while keeping close watch over our secrets and staying true to our mission. Betrayal forced us out of the desert and into the forest. Then mistrust drove us from the forest into the desert once more. We have lived in exile for far, far too long. Yet, today, the Temple of Silence has borne witness to the glory of Hermanubis once more. Thank you.
How is it? Do you feel...
Grandfather.
Hey, Sethos.
I know. I guess you...
Yeah,
At least
What's next?
per my...
But I did foresee this, Sethos. Were it not for... I do.
Still.
Well, Sethos.
But...
That's a much...
I will try.
Actually, that way, had you won, and were I, he knew that his plan...
And here I thought the General Mahamatra wouldn't care for all these trips. You're absolutely... Thank you for everything. The Temple of... But you must be... By the way, Tainari. The story goes that King... He went on to fight the Tainarians, in all likely...
How fascinating.
I like this.
By the
yes.
If it's true...
Someone's got to... I will make a detailed report. I'm sure you'll have lots to... If we're going to work...
I will. All right.
See you soon. Come hang out with...
What were you thinking?
Oh, please,
What do you mean? What, a one-man suicide mission, hmm?
All right. What do you mean? Okay, look.
Tainari's master is really laying into Cyrus.
Wow. The last time he...
I think I'll go around and update everyone. We can go for dinner.
Makes sense.
Paimon's
Hey, Kale.
You're back! Well, look who we have here. Would you mind explaining to me what has been going on this past few days?
All taking...
That does not answer my question. How could you be so careless? That goes when you run into problems.
Now would not be a good time to...
You're right.
Mm-hmm. It's not the first time that I've had to talk to you about this sort of thing either. You need to learn that there are times when the right thing to do is get a more experienced member of staff.
Kale, please do something.
Say, Madame Farizan, Huh? Wait, did I hear that right? Kale, you remember? Wonderful.
Poor Kale getting dragged off like that.
Kale!
Huh? What? What do you mean, cup?
Oh, it's nothing. Just Master's way of reminding me to stay hydrated while I'm out and about.
It's code for let's reconvene at the cafe.
Oh, that...
Mm-hmm. 2 people left.
We're just reorganizing all...
There's no rush.
My sincere...
Yes,
I see.
And it sounds like they managed...
That day will come now as a token of my...
Yeah, sounds...
Sure.
And then, the Traveler just pounced on their opponent, and then there was Tainari. He put up an amazing fight, too. We ended up winning all 3 bouts. Whoa.
A truly...
Hey, Paimon included all the juicy details. The Traveler just pounced, and then waved their sword like this, then spooked
Despite winning 3 bouts in a row, you still ceded the position of lead.
Of course.
I got to be a champion too for once.
Yeah! Huge place! It felt like something right out of an epic poem! Imagine this. It was like there was...
Maybe say...
I think that'll do.
Shall we stop off at the house?
My thoughts exactly. See you around.
I should get going as well. See you all later.
I need to go say thanks to the Core 30 for their help. Also, Sir Nephis says he wanted to introduce me to some of the Academia's work process.
Kali's come a long way.
Everyone's a work in progress.
Yeah, true.
That was good. It feels like everything's fun. Life is all about these moments when you can finally relax and hang out with good friends after.
Do you 3 have... If not, would you come somewhere with me? That's a secret.
Okay. I think I can guess what you're talking about.
Well, now...
Been a while since I last... Need any help?
It's a nice spot, isn't it?
What a great view! We're so happy.
Traveler, turn around. This is my secret base. So, when I was a student back then, I had a lot of the same questions that Sethos was asked. Our gifts help us to find our right...
You two really are like brothers.
I feel the same way. Of course.
I still remember one time when we came up here to chat and do our homework. Cyno...
That was the one and only time. Nothing will ever slip.
You know...
Then make it...
Okay.
Huh? Hey, you...
Oh my...
Professor?
Cyno. Just the man I'm looking for. Guess...
Some old...
Can you believe... I was at the Academia. Oh, time flies. Look how tiny you are in this...
You look quite young. Ah, it's this one. I remember...
Yep. Looks like her work, all right.
And this one.
Oh, cheap.
Is there something you'd like to say to me, Professor?
Like what? Hey, at moments like this, I can't pretend I'm a good person. But Moon had every reason to despise me. I've dreamt of that place many times after leaving. You've matured so much over the years, Cyno.
Since you're my professor, I should save you some face by not calling you out on all the
Good thinking. Take your own advice. Seriously, why bully an old man like me? Hey, wait, how did I not notice this one earlier? Look how cute you...
Yeah.
Oh, Hey. All right, I'll add it to my schedule. Wait, no. Next week is the tomato growing competition.
Or you could...